What's going on, everybody? Dave, also known as Blackout here, coming at you with another quick little tip on getting your music heard, getting your audience bigger, and growing your channel a little bit more in terms of music. Today we're gonna just touch on a really quick topic. It's gonna be how do you look at the plays and how do you look at who's listening to your music on SoundCloud when you're submitting certain demos out. So without further ado, let's just kind of dive right into it. For starters, if you look on my SoundCloud here, I am a pro unlimited user, so this will be pertaining to this. You just need to have this in order to look at all the metrics. With that in mind, we can kind of look at a few examples here. If you're a DJ or a producer and you're submitting, your tracks out to labels, you're probably doing, email submissions, or you're doing, some of them have different, submission files or URLs or domains that you can, just kind of like put your track in there. But for the most part, a lot of them accept or want the private SoundCloud link. So real simple, when you're in here, in the back end and you go to your tracks or your demos that you are submitting, and each one of them should be private, as I said. You can click on the track and each one of these has a little stat that you can check out. All you want to do is just go check that out, and you can see that there's 15 plays right here, and you just want to dive in a little bit more. And when you're in this area, this is the screen that you want to have. You want to make sure you're on this screen for statistics. This one, this will take you to a more broad level of your account and your songs. But for the most part, I like to use this one. This is my personal discretion, but I would recommend checking this one out. It's a lot easier to view. So we can kind of, break it down and check the timeline out. I always make sure you go to when you first started submitting it out. And, we started doing this one on the 13th here. So as you guys look, it's up to the 21st, and it's got about 15 total plays. So real simple. All it is, in the back end, it'll have your audience and location, and you can kind of see different accounts that are listening to it. And I always want to know, is the label checking it out? Are they looking at it? So with that being said, all you do in here is just go on these different accounts, and each one of these, obviously, you can kind of use common sense and judgment. Which one's the labels, and who's, maybe you sent it out to your friends or other DJs or something like that. But for the most part, as you can see here, Fool's Gold did take a look at this one, which is awesome. Now, I would like to mention, sometimes A&Rs for the labels might have a different account. Use your best judgment. That's what I would say to figure out, if that is a potential label that you emailed or submitted to when you're doing that. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything in the statistics area here, we'll break it down for you to see, who's listening to it, and especially when you're submitting to those labels and you want to know, hey, if they're not emailing me back, are they at least listening to it? What's the scoop on that? So I hope you guys found this, helpful. There's going to be a lot more videos coming, so stay tuned with that. And, I'm Dave once again, also known as Blackout. Consider subscribing, if you guys found this information helpful, like I said. And, if you like house music or anything like that, be sure to check out all my stuff here. And, follow my SoundCloud, Spotify, and my socials as well. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.